again Expo. My name is Sarah Solomon Dodden with Solomon Productions, here working with my fabulous partners at Tech Niche Creative, bringing you this fantastic live stream in addition to all of the AV taking place here today as well. That was a powerhouse panel that you just watched, in addition to some other interviews that are taking place here at the Expo. For those that are just now joining our live stream, welcome. We are so excited you can join us virtually, of course. Thank you to technology and to Tech Niche Creative. And I want to talk a little bit about the safety measures that have been happening for all of the attendees here. So as folks are walking into the convention center, you got your temperature checked, you get a little sticker calling you cool because you've pass the temperature test, and then of course when you walk in, everything is practicing safe social distancing, from the seating to just even how people are talking, communicating. And in addition, there are actually social distancing ambassadors walking around the expo floor, ensuring that folks are being safe as they are having conversations. On top of that, we have my friend Michael Graney here with United Services Companies, who is handling all of the cleaning measures for the various vendors and the expo overall. So Michael, tell us a little bit about your presence here and what your team is doing.
Well, we got involved as a way to help out the trade show community, that we could assist everybody that's attending the trade show face to face and keeping clean, keeping social distancing, keeping their hands sanitized, keeping the booths clean. We're doing a hand sanitizing process every night after everybody leaves. The show floor was sanitized last night after all the I&D houses finished erecting all the booths. We've got teams, we normally have periodic porters and aisle porters doing a trade show. I think we've doubled up on the manpower to provide those services. And along with that, as you and I spoke before we got started, it's up to everybody that's attending the trade show. It's up to the attendees, the exhibitors, show management. I was coming down, I sanitized my hands on the pedestrian bridge on the way over from the Hyatt, and I came down the escalator, had my hand on the handrail, and after that saw another hand sanitizer, realized I touched something else after that. And then I walked through the door, had to open up the door because it wasn't automatic, and then I had to hand sanitize again. So it's up to everybody, regardless of who you are. Humankind effort. I think at this point, those of us that haven't been directly affected with the pandemic, we've been inconvenienced, right? I mean, if everybody's coming in here with a clear mind not a clear mind, a new mind, a new way of thinking, to make sure that everything is clean and we all play our part in it, I think everybody be successful at the trade shows, and we get back into the trade show industry as it used to be. There'll be a couple different tweaks, but we'll get a lot of people out here.
Yeah, I love that. It really is about being self-accountable, in addition to companies like yours offering the various stations and doubling up on the manpower, and we're seeing that here, as you mentioned. In addition, you are also sanitizing the chairs, seating. Right. So in between guests, we are sanitizing for those that were asking in chat, but in addition, we're also sanitizing on the stage. So the panel discussion that you just saw, those chairs are being sanitized in addition to the seats that are in front of the stage. So safety precautions are being taken for those of you that are not here. It's happening, and companies like Michael's business are what's able to do that. So as you are, and the industry is starting to come back in bits and pieces, not as quickly as we'd like it to, but that's okay, we'll get there. How are you answering event organizers and planners to ensure them that, here is the proper way of handling safety and sanitation moving forward?
It's mostly about learning about what the event is that's going to be taking place, and then the people that work in our cleaning teams putting together a process and really needing a commitment from show organizers as to, the budgets have to change, right? Cleaning, there's additional chemicals, there's additional manpower, there's additional equipment that needs to be utilized on the show floor, not only during show hours, but as soon as the loading dock doors open to start installing a trade show, we need to be on the floors and putting the hand sanitizing stations out there. All of that is, again, what we already discussed about teams coming together, working together, all the attendees and exhibitors and show management, is making sure that they realize we'll put the steps together with you. We need a commitment that everybody, from your team, whether on the financial side, but also the commitment on the people you're going to be sending to a trade show, that they're committed to keeping everything sanitized.
I love that. And you actually flew in for this expo from Chicago.
Yes.
Awesome. So your why? Why was it important for you to not only have, of course, your team here, but you here personally, that decision to travel and come to Orlando, Florida, and attend this expo? What message did you want to send back to the industry?
Well, it's what we do for the industry. We're a cleaning contractor, and if we work in conjunction with a lot of the show organizers, and we were asked to participate. And I don't think it would be wise to have the cleaning company say, there's a big outbreak down in Florida, we're not coming. We come, and we're a very responsible service partner. We come in and take the steps to protect ourselves and protect the attendees at the trade show. And there's a decent amount of foot traffic here today. I see everybody walking around with their masks on. Some people to the next step with gloves. And people are using hand sanitizing stations as they should be. Now I get to go back home and self-quarantine for 2 weeks, because that's what you need to do when you're from Chicago, when you travel to one of the quote-unquote hotspots. But again, it's, we've been inconvenienced to a certain point. It's okay.
Yeah.
If everybody takes the steps that is suggested, recommended, and maybe go above and beyond those steps. But you need to be in front of your customers. You need to be in front of others in the industries and even competitors to get the trade show industry back off the ground and people in front of each other.
Well, we are certainly excited to have you here in Florida. So thank you for making the trip and for providing us with important services here. We actually do want to show you how we are keeping clean. So Gabby, I'm going to invite you to join us on set. This is how we are sanitizing the furniture. So Michael.
Won't sanitize me.
We won't sanitize you. You're all good.
I'll move out of the way.
Yeah, or go through that tunnel. I think there's a sanitary tunnel that you can walk through. So as you can see here, Gabby is spraying everything down. This is disinfectant, of course, provided by United Service Companies. She's keeping everything clean for our next guest, and this is the kind of cleaning that's been happening, as I mentioned, with Michael in between different interviews that are taking place on stage as well. We also talked about masks. One thing I did not mention earlier, when you register and you walk in, following your temperature check, they also provide you with this adorable Together Again Expo mask. So attendees have been wearing their own masks, but if they, for whatever reason, didn't have their own masks, they can also wear this mask as well. So it's all about finding ways to encourage your attendees to be safe in this crazy time that we're all living in, but also being self-accountable, as Michael mentioned as well. So with that, thank you, Gabby, so much. I appreciate it. Now we're ready for our next guest. So we will be with you again shortly with an upcoming guest. Thank you.